today's broadcast is GST 2.0, the reforms. First up, we look at the ugly politics and credit war that has broken out. Several Congress leaders say Modi government has been forced to implement what they have been saying. Government asks, why could the Congress not bring GST during their tenure? We debate this. Next up, in Deep Dive, we'll tell you about the implications of the GST reforms. What gets cheaper, what will become expensive, and who will benefit the most? And finally, in Janata's Take segment, we ask the public what they feel about the GST 2.0 reform. So let's get you all the details, all the angles. It's an early Diwali bonanza for India as the Modi government announced the new GST structure that will have a big impact on your wallets. As announced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi from the ramparts of Red Fort on the 15th of August, the next generation GST reforms are here, one that they say will improve the ease of living in India. The Goods and Services Tax Council, during its 56th meeting, decided to revamp the tax structure into a primarily two-rate system as proposed by the centre. The decisions would come into effect from September 22nd for most items. Apart from the two rates of 5% and 18%, the new GST system would also include a 40% special rate on sin goods. However, immediately after the reform was announced, the Vipaksh rushed to claim credit for it, while some continue to question it. Several Congress leaders say Modi government has implemented what Rahul Gandhi and his party have been saying for years now. The government has hit back at the opposition, saying they are spreading negativity at a time entire nation is celebrating the reforms.
The services tax that were announced yesterday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi always fulfills promises made, and on 15th August he had announced that there is a big Diwali bonanza in GST, and we have yesterday seen that what we thought could be big has turned out to be the biggest ever reform that India has seen since independence. Sadly, just like Mr. Rahul Gandhi does not understand that the world's fastest growing large economy at 7.8% growth in the first quarter is a matter of delight, joy and celebration, and calls India, Mr. Rahul Gandhi calls India a dead economy, despite being the world's fastest growing large economy. This is the negative thinking of a certain set of people.
In all my speeches on budgets, whenever I spoke after GST, this is what I had been telling the government. One, where is your one nation, one tax? It was one nation and four taxes or three taxes. Number two, I said, your rates are abnormally high. I mean, frighteningly high. You have to bring it down. So it's a welcome step. This should have happened 8 years back. In fact, GST was again like a planned event when you decorated the parliament, but brought a most ill-conceived law in the most unplanned way. Now, today there seems to be an element of planning, but it is 8 years late. And I'm sure it must have happened because of so many national and international factors which have now started troubling the BJP government and the Prime Minister.
So who should the credit be given to? There's a fight going on at the moment. Let's open this up and go across to our guests. We have Vishwas Pathak, spokesperson of the BJP. Dr. Akashdeep Muni, political analyst, joins us as well. Good evening to both of you. Let me first go across to Vishwas Pathak. So Vishwas Pathak, the opposition says, we've been asking for simplification. We've been saying that you need to bring down the high taxes and simplify the entire system. And finally, the government is implementing what we've been saying all along. They are rubbing that in.
So they have been talking each alternate day whatever they want to. So the GST, why can't Congress government implement GST? Because they have no political leadership. After Mr. Modi came as the Prime Minister, he implemented GST. And after 8 years, you can see there is a tremendous progress made in GST revolution. In 2017, when GST was introduced, almost like 150 indirect taxes, and octroi and all other things got subsumed into one and got rationalized. That time our GST collection was something like 30,000
Yes, but the
crores per
9-year
month.
delay is being questioned, Mr. Pathak. They're saying you promised one nation, one tax, and then ended up with one nation, 9 taxes, 9 categories.
Will you allow me to continue? I will explain
Absolutely, go
everything.
ahead. It's a follow-up question.
See, 30,000 crores was monthly collection in 2017, which has gone almost to 2 lakhs crore per month because of the GST. One nation, one tax, yes, we moved towards that by implementing GST. Now, within GST, there can be multiple tax rates, which is now being reduced to 2. And this is a process which is to be done in stage-wise. Like Australia has got GST implemented 30 years back. Still, they have not come down below 10% of the GST taxes.
Okay.
So one has to understand how it was. It was to be unified. All the taxes were to be unified. There was VAT, there was sales tax, there was so many acts. All acts got together. Then we increased the revenue model of GST.
Okay.
And now because we are in the position to pass it on to the citizens, we are doing that.
Right. So we are now in a position to pass on the benefit to the citizens, to the consumers, and we are doing it now. Dr. Moni, the question that Mr. Vishwas Pathak and the BJP is asking, if you were so confident and if you floated the idea for which you want to take credit today, why couldn't the Congress during its regime implement it? Why couldn't you bring it?
Swati ji, on GST 2.0, Modi's GST taxed soap and shampoos at 18%. He taxed your health insurance premium and term insurance premium at 28%. School books, pencils, crayons were charged at 12%. Even roti at 5%, paratha at 18%. Pre-GST VAT on daily usage items like toothpaste, soap, hair oil was 4%, increased to 18% in GST. Life-saving insulin was increased from 0 to 5%. In GST. That time when common man was heavily taxed, it's a master stroke. Today when it is removed, you still say it's a master stroke. In reality, it's a blunder by Modi ji done 8 years back, undone now due to the sluggish growth, rising household debt, falling household savings, elections in Bihar, and Modi's friends, Mr. Trump and his 50% tariff.
But
Now,
Dr.
GST
Muni, you forget that rating agencies have upgraded India's credit rating. They are saying our Indian economy can absorb the after effects or the impact of Trump tariff. We are the fastest growing economy. Are you saying the citizens of this country are celebrating for nothing today?
No citizen is celebrating. And trust me on this, you are talking about a rating agency. Let me quote some rating agencies. GST Council collapsed 4 slabs into 2 slabs rate. Same was said by CEA's R&R committee in 2015. 15th Finance Commission in 2020. Indian 15th Finance Commission. CAT documented it in 2017 to 19. World Bank said it 2018. Rahul Gandhi said it in 2016.
Rahul Gandhi has to come into picture.
India 9 years of good growth.
Rahul Gandhi said so. Vishwas Pathak, you're only doing it now. Please respond.
No, Rahul Gandhi can say anything, whatever he wants to say. Number one, why he could not GST before 2014. What was India's status? Our current account deficit was 4.8%, which is now 1%. Our foreign exchange reserves were 30 billion, which is now 655 billion. Our economy was fragile 5. Now it is 4th topmost economy. Our GDP size was $2 trillion US dollar, which is now $4 trillion US dollar. Our budget size was 15 lakhs crore. It is now 60 lakhs crore. So this is all happening because of the leadership.
Okay.
The transparent leadership, governance level, honest Prime Minister. Therefore, we are achieving all these things. In those days, in their regime, when 100 rupees was to be sent to the common man, only 15% used to go as endorsed by their Prime Minister. So this is the difference. And therefore, people are supporting Mr. Modi.
Okay.
Third time he is holding the realm of the Prime Ministership. It is not just like that. It is not a fluke. Inflation rate, that time it was 9.5%.
Okay.
Now it is 2.4%.
I think Dr. Muni wants to come in.
I'll just take 10 seconds. Vishwas ji, Piyush Goyal, the then finance minister in 2018 July, said that 4 slabs are the best and it's a master stroke. And anything against it is ridiculous. Today he is saying that 2 slabs is a master stroke. आप बता दीजिए मास्टर स्ट्रोक क्या है?
अच्छा,
आप आज बता दीजिए
बहुत जल्दी से, because I have to wrap up. जल्दी से जवाब ले लीजिए.
Under the circumstances, everything is master stroke. For example, India can be compared with Canada, Australia, and Brazil. In all other countries, when they started, there were multiple slabs. They have about 30 years back, GST implemented. India is just 8 years back.
Okay.
Therefore,
अरे
even
कुछ
if
भी
India
बोल
goes
रहे हो
for
आप, कुछ भी बोल रहे हो आप,
one rate,
कुछ भी.
even if India goes for one rate, it will be master stroke.
Okay, given the circumstances, says Vishwas Pathak, everything is a master stroke. Dr. Muni asks, was it a master stroke back when 4 slabs were introduced, or is it a master stroke now that it has been simplified or brought down to just 2 slabs? Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us. Welcome back. Experts and the government call GST 2.0 a reform and a revolution. But eventually it is the public which is the ultimate judge. What does the Janata think of these changes? Are they happy or do they want more? We asked them and this is what they said. Listen in.
A big relief is expected for the middle class families. We are right now in a departmental store in Lucknow, and as you can see, a lot of people, they are shopping, they are purchasing different items. And with these changes which will come into effect from 22nd September, we can see that these middle class families, they will probably get a big relief as the government has reduced the GST rates. The rates have been slashed on from 18% to 12%, and those which were on 12%, they have been reduced to 5%. So you can see a lot of people, they are purchasing in this particular departmental store, and we'll also try to get in a word from the shopkeeper as well as what they are expecting. Uncle, क्या expect करते हैं जो rates कम हुए हैं GST से, कि कितना फायदा होगा customers को इससे?
पहले से तो पब्लिक को बहुत बेनिफिट होगा ही होगा जो है. अब 22 तारीख से जो है, अभी तो कल इन्होंने सब डिक्लेयर किया है, तो 22 सितंबर से जो है जब लागू होगा उसके बाद देखा जाएगा.
भैया GST सरकार ने कम किया है, एक मिडिल क्लास फैमिली के लिए आप क्या समझते हैं कितनी बड़ी राहत होगी? जो फूड प्रोडक्ट्स 18% पे थे उन पे 12% से जो थे उनको 5% पे ले आए. 22 तारीख से ही लागू होगा, क्या बड़ी राहत समझते हैं सरकार की ओर से?
ये प्रॉपर रूप से लागू हो जाए ये तो राहत मिलेगी जी. और ये लागू होने में कहीं अगर दिक्कत हुई तो राहत नहीं मिलेगी.
Ma'am, hi. If I could ask you, we're seeing that, the Union government has announced a reduction of the tax slabs as far as essential items are concerned. For a country like India, where, of course, primarily, a lot of families depend on these essentials for their day-to-day, how do you see this move coming in?
I think it's great because not a lot of people actually can afford a lot of price and everything, so the government has done a very good deed for sure. Reducing taxes, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I think it's a very good deed.
Okay. Do you feel that, this is something that probably should have been done earlier? Because for quite some time now there was a lot of criticism. We saw a lot of politics also playing out over this. A lot of people slamming the government, saying 18% is too high or 12% is too high. Do you think probably now that it's come in, it's great, it could have been done earlier?
Yeah, of course. Especially I think during Corona time, a lot of people couldn't afford what they wanted. So I think they should have done it.
I welcome that move. It's really interesting to see. It should have come a little long way before, but at least now they are able to do this, and I think it will benefit the regular citizens of this country.